Hello and welcome to my channel, Starlight You Are. Welcome. If it's the first time, my name is Mafalda. I bring here today a reading on our past lives. So I have 3 piles. It will give different information on our past lives, how it is influencing our life today, what type of karma do we need to clean up on this lifetime, at least the most important, and some advices. Okay, so you can take a deep breath and focus which of the piles do speak to you. It can be either the Rune, which is Tewas, or the Orgon with the seeds of life, or the crystal Pyramid. Okay, so just take a deep breath and you can go for the timelines for the pile you chose. Okay, so for pile 1, this rune, I don't know if you're aware of the rune world and what they mean. This rune is very important. This rune is structured to be called Tiwas, and it means either warrior, or it has a very specific meaning of victory. So either you are a person who struggles a lot but in the end always get what they want in their life, or it also means that for your future some very positive results are arriving, or maybe things that you are waiting to receive, or news, specific details that you are unaware if it's going to be positive or not. It is. Okay, so let's go and see. For the first cards, we do have love life. So this means that your love life is currently being affected by a past life situation. Okay, I'm gonna put it here so we can also check all this. The second card, Asia. So either you are very attracted to Asian philosophies, Asian states, to make travels to Asia, either India, either Tibet. It is indeed playing an important role in your life right now, and if by some means you are attracted to this type of civilization, it is indeed ringing a bell to you somewhere, then it is indeed affecting your current life. Okay, and the third card would be lessons and blessings. So pretty much what's been influencing you in your past life was mostly your love life. You've been probably clearing karma with past lovers or other people that were in your previous lifetimes as influencing. They are coming up this lifetime with difficult relationships, maybe things that need to be solved. At the end of each relationship, you feel like, okay, it's a new chapter, and you made it out, and you could be happy about it, of clearing chapters and moving on to a different reality. So for you did indeed had a very interesting past life in Asia that brought you also some very big wisdom. So in this, what I can say from this influence on your current life is that you are being able to connect to your life in Asia, whether it was in any of those countries I mentioned, where it was in another country that I may not be aware of. But indeed, you are being able to bring out the good of all these lessons, and you can see the blessings in disguise, because sometimes these situations of past lifetimes can be kind of hard. But indeed, you are making it a great start and great influence to your current life. Okay, so now we do have a message from Archangel Michael, which is innocence. And there is this little prayer: dear God and angels, thank you for helping me see that all of your qualities of pure love and light are reflected within me and all others. Help me embrace my God-given innocence so that I may be at peace. Thank you, God. So indeed, one of the things that helps you integrate this past life information in your current life is the way you look at things with this type of heavenly innocence, where you do know that indeed you are a creature of God, and you are blessed to be here and being able to have all these lessons and information in your life. Thank you. Okay, so more information coming. So what is my focus on these cards, angel cards, were what are details about these past lives that could help us with checking out this situation. So you do have 5 of water. So as I was saying before, maybe some relationships in your life didn't turn out the way you were planning them to be. There might be some disappointments and things that even though you feel you solved them and you learned your lessons about it, maybe they have been very hard to integrate as well. Either way, even though you of course have that innocence inside, sometimes we can feel very overwhelmed and very saddened by what happens to us when we imagine for once that we would be staying with that person for the rest of our lives, and it turns out that it's only a karmic partner and not indeed our soulmate. It can be creating those situations. But do not worry, because indeed you're finding balance in your life, and you will be finding someone very special, a new relationship, or either a current one that you are inquiring about in other situations. It can continue to grow closer. And when you arrive to that point where you say that this past, with your innocence, you can finally integrate, maybe there will be some travels because there is currently a plane going on while I'm making this reading, so who knows. But indeed, this person, either you feel is currently in your life and you don't have enough courage to bring close. Maybe it will be coming closer through traveling. Who knows? Maybe a travel to India or to Asia, China, who knows, right? Bali. There's always plenty of choices, and it will bring you much happiness. And the third card about this, as I was saying, this person or this new encounter or even this experience in your life, even though that there was the past delusions and sadness, you are being guided by Archangel Gabriel to awake and to look at your life with a different perspective, with a whole new ideas. Even though maybe sometimes you can feel a little bit on the standstill and stopped, and like your life isn't evolving. Indeed, no, because you are figuring out who you are, and currently you are receiving all those lessons and blessings that are coming to you from a different life. So it's okay in this thing. You are guarded, very guarded by Archangel Gabriel and other archangels for you to continue on this process. Okay, so going forward, we do have the Starseed Oracle. So indeed, that previous relationship was a karmic relationship, so it did give you a lot of conflicts, maybe some great sadness. However, it was indeed created this way so you could outgrow this situation, you could clear your karma with this person and be blessed by this new situation with a soulmate, with someone that respects you, probably someone from your same star family, which creates your life in this much empowered state and gives you space enough to bring your own expression to the table. And after that, then comes the great void, where you make a quiet stop and you feel embraced by the whole of the universe. The void does not mean empty, because there in the void there will be many things, but there will be also the space for you to find yourself within all this information you've been receiving. So indeed, it is the time for you to allow yourself to find your fully innocence and your fully heart, lightness of heart, let us say, like this. And it will bring you forth to create, to heal your ancestral patterns, to bring good karma back in, so you can clear your karma and start from zero. So when you break the chain, when you finally allow yourself to fully involve in that innocence, where there will be space for it through the void that will come through this standstill, that might be a bit scary at the beginning, but in the end you will be healing your patterns. You will be able to check, because you are a very aware person with your previous lifetime, so you can integrate all the lessons that you have. Also, you will be writing your own future. You will be seeing your life as the way you want it to be, and the way to become aware for it in the future. Okay, and now we do have a specific crystal that will help you out balancing all this information that you can work with. If you don't know how to work with crystals, then I'll be happy to assist. Just DM me on my Instagram, StarlightUR, or even on this YouTube channel, and I'll be more than happy to assist. So here you go, you have the diamond. I do know diamonds are expensive. However, there are a few ones that are original diamonds that are not that expensive if you go to a crystal shop. If not, I can also send it. You can order through my website. I can send it to you as well. Not from blood diamonds for sure, but indeed very high energy for balancing you. So this lesson from this crystal will be to value your self-worth. You are a creature from God. You are precious to God. As this innocence that came earlier, you are pure light. So this whole journey from past lives till this current life is bringing you here only to remind you that. Okay? What a beautiful reading. Thank you. Let me show you. And this is one last advice from angels. And this indeed, don't hate, meditate. So it's in the end also a prayer for angels. So we will say, thank you, angels, for guiding me to love through meditation. So meditating with this specific crystal. Actually, if you are unable to go to this store and find you a crystal, of course, not easy for every one of us to do that. And also, I can send you the picture of this card and you can meditate with it. So Spirit is clearly very, very specific in this situation, and they are indeed challenging you to embrace who you are with your true innocence, integrating all the lessons you came from previous lifetimes, and just be who you are. Thank you very much, Pile 1. Let me know if you need any further information. Bye. Okay, so welcome, Pile 2. And this is your organ with with the flower of life pattern. If you chose pile 2 with this organ, you are indeed already a very spiritual person. You know how to work with sacred geometries and also sacred symbols, because this is supposed to be a sort of a triangle. It can be used in healing situations. Direct energy. This also has solar plexus crystal, so should be, I would say, carnelian or orange jasp. So indeed, you are either someone who works a lot with crystals or already studies a lot on sacred geometry and how to apply it to your current life. Okay, so let's see what's influencing you from previous lifetimes to this lifetime. Okay, so card number 1. Indeed, you had some lives where you were a knight and you have tendency to go and fight against the injustices of the world, either embrace lost cases that you feel that need protection. You are someone very keen on your intuition and intelligence, always protecting people around you, the ones you love, but also your community with projects where you know you can have a difference. Okay, moving on to card number 2. Trust and faith, the angel speaking right up. Okay, so indeed, this lifetime had a great influence in your current life. Maybe you've been having some dreams that are quite upsetting, because you can understand people that you know from this lifetime, however they are in different positions. Maybe even though you already search a lot on the spiritual realm of sacred geometry and organs and crystals, sometimes maybe this part of the spirituality is still a mystery for you. But indeed, God and angels are sending you the message that you should have trust within yourself and faith that you will be able to handle all this information coming up through you. Okay? And for the third card, indeed, you have this father relationship in your life, probably from this knighthood, that is influencing you currently. I don't know if you have a great relationship with your father or your father figure. It doesn't have to be direct father, even if it's in heaven or on earth, incarnated on earth. It is playing a vital role. And even if it's our great father, the father of our universe, it can also be representative of that. So you are indeed a very believer person, someone very hard worker. And in this lifetime, you are deeply connected with spirit, with God influencing your life. And the big message here on the influences your current life is having, it is indeed your belief and your faith is being tested on this current lifetime. Okay, we will see how this will play out. We have I will pull a card from Archangel Michael and how he's guiding you through all this. So focus upon divine and perfect health. Maybe sometimes, when we have situations of this previous lifetimes that have influenced our current lifetime. It is my dog just over there. We do tend to harbor in our body situations where we couldn't be more direct protectors, where we couldn't act so soon, where we're not up to the task to defend the ones we love. Sometimes we just need to accept that as information and that we did our best. And in order to do that, you need to focus indeed in your well-being. You cannot protect everyone, and this is the lesson also your previous lifetime is having in your current lifetime. Okay, so indeed, Archangel Michael is asking you, in the light of these situations, for you to focus upon your health and what you want to manifest in your life to be in perfect health and divine connection. I was about to say divine union, but indeed, divine union with God, because in the end, that's our aim, right? When we have a blessed life. So I will say the prayer. God and Archangel Michael, thank you for your continuously reminding me to focus upon perfect health and for guiding my actions so that they support my well-being. again, the same lesson. We sometimes can forget about our well-being when in this very important road to protect others and work as a protector of our community, of our beliefs. And sometimes we forget that also we need to rest a little bit, and it's okay for you to do that. Okay, please do not forget that. Okay, so let's continue. How is this past life really influencing your current life? We do have a few informations. Wow, amazing. So indeed, maybe because of that you have chosen in your life path some decisions that will keep you on this, because indeed, you know, this knighthood is I don't know if you studied a little bit about that. Well, if you don't, I do have some articles on that, and I would be very happy to share them with you. Just let me know by DM on my Instagram, which is StarlightUR, or through the channel. During these times, mostly around Europe, I would say, and also in the Middle East, you know, people would be, you know, knights would be protected by kings. They would not need to worry about money. They would do the correct thing to protect the communities, to protect the cities, to protect the villages, and everybody would, of course, help them with money, with food, gifts, which in today's current life, it is quite difficult. You know, when you dedicate yourself to some causes, they do not always correspond to receive a lot of money, and hence the Five of Earth, where some areas of your life you have struggled and you needed the help of others to met ends meet. What my message for you is that it's not a problem. It is okay. Okay, and even if you had past projects that were not as good as before or as you expected, sometimes they say uncertain self-employment. So even if you tried to create your own business and if it didn't work very well, and you had to ask for help because of that to your family or your friends, please do know that there is no shame in that, okay? And indeed, this process where you integrate what you receive from your previous lifetimes to this one, it's also a lesson, okay? And we can create the life we want to. So the Eight of Air, it's because of all these previous situations where you kind of struggled with your material life, with being grounded, because of what? Because of that forgetfulness of your life. So when you give yourself to others, to the others' protections, you will somehow forget to create your base and your standards. And because of that, you create this illusion of your life of being always trapped in the same situations, okay? But it's okay. It's just an illusion. You are not trapped. You are like this unicorn. You are one of a kind, going forward, defending the defenseless. And the biggest lesson you will ever learn when you allow yourself is that you are wonderful. You are a creature of God. So don't be afraid to accept yourself and who you are. And then when you do that, you will be able to take actions. You will no longer be controlled by fear on your actions, fear of money, fear of losing something, fear of losing people's recognition. No problem at all. It will all happen naturally. When you finally believe, and this will bring us to the second card, that you are amazing. You are You are worthy of all that you will be receiving soon. So when you accept this and you start making little changes around you, putting yourself first in your health, in your well-being, and starting to say maybe sometimes no to some battles that you cannot always win, right? A good knight would also have to choose between which battles he wanted to fight. And you will start to evaluate and review, and one step at a time, and then you will create a new direction in your life with a very great and positive family life, very prosperous one, because this 20 card is really the change going on. So Archangel Jeremiah will be really helping you out on this situation. Okay, and let us see further what is influencing you moving on from this one. Okay, baby steps. We were speaking one day at a time, one action. Sorry about this. Follow your intuition even before it makes sense. So indeed it is challenging you, this Eight of Air, to create a belief in who you are and completely follow this part of intuition, which you don't always integrate in your life because you still have that very, you can see the swords in this night is very sword. We can relate it to thoughts. So sometimes our intuition is not very thoughtful, but it's okay to follow it. Okay, the angels here are really referring to it. You indeed are a messenger. You are here to send a message of selfless love, which you bring to all the causes you defend. And when you allow yourself to follow that intuition inside you, that brings you to the right path, then you will be in harmony and in balance, and you will be able also to provide it to others without being in a battle. Okay? And this will lead you to whole new worlds, to this portal of doors of new paths that you never thought would be real, and also that will bring you to this new situation where you will be finally rewarded for all the efforts you played. However, it will feel indeed like a wild card, like once in a lifetime opportunity. It will be very fast and you will have to take it very soon. Okay, another counsel on what it will do. Take a break. And this goes right under the focus upon divine and perfect health. So take a break. It's a baby step. You need to go one day at a time. And it's okay if not all the things work out eventually. Just see behind the pages. See behind the obvious. Also, one thing very good with knights is that they would be very good chess players. They would know and anticipate all the moves. And it's okay. You don't have to do it alone or all by yourself. As you can see, you're surrounded by people who love you and support you. So indeed, it's okay just to breathe a little bit. Take a break from your busy day life. Sometimes it will be necessary for you to say no to some things, some causes that you would like to defend, but it's okay. So a crystal that will help you work this out is titanium rainbow quartz. Wow. I see this might be a more rare one for you to find. So if you need a copy of this card, maybe I can send it back to you. Just DM me if you're interested. And indeed, you are a person exactly because of this. You helped so much people already. Maybe sometimes you even had the father wool to people who didn't have fathers. Maybe you work with children who need guidance. you have so much light inside yourself. You are a rainbow. Rainbow quartz don't show up to many people. And indeed, because you are an old soul and you have lived many, many lifetimes, and this lifetime is where you are being guided to trust your own intuition and follow your heart, because you have so much knowledge. That's what they say here, multifaceted. There are many layers and dimensions to the situation or person you're asking about. Indeed, if you are also interested to know if there was someone in your past lifetime that is currently in your lifetime, this might be it. Indeed, something that can look sad or triggering, because some past life relationships, imagine you were a knight, so there might have happened some things that were not really nice. So these relationships today can play out very difficult, very hard, but remember, not all is as what we think, okay? And one last advice from the angels, a nice prayer for you. Connect with your spirit animals. You have an eagle behind you. This spirit animal is very important. So maybe you be attached or attracted to eagles. They might go up on your way very soon. So we need to thank the animal kingdom for blessing your path with love. So you are indeed much guided, and this past lifetime is bringing you to this new diversity situation with you will be rewarded for all the effort you put out during the past lifetimes. Okay, thank you, Pile 2. Thank you for letting me read for you. Let me know if you need any of the cards, and thank you. Hi, Pile 3. Thank you for choosing and being here. If you chose the pile number 3 with the quartz crystal pyramid, this is your reading. Welcome. If you chose this crystal, either you already have a lot of connection with pyramids, you probably have them at home, you probably meditate with one, or if not, then Egyptian culture is something that really comes to you. Indeed, pyramids, they are a connector of energy. So you probably also be a receptor of energy. You are connected with a lot of the tree world, the animal world, the spirit world already. Okay, so let us see what this pile will bring for you. What is the past lifetime that is currently affecting your life? Biblical has spouse, and we do have finances. Okay, so this is very interesting. You probably had a past lifetime during biblical times. So you may be related a lot to the teachings of Jesus Christ, or even Elohim or Elijah with angels. You have worked hard in your past lifetimes to be where you are today. And either if you are married, then you're currently husband or wife is indeed an experience from a previous lifetime that you had. So maybe your souls decided to get together again on this lifetime. If you are single, then the person you will meet soon will probably be from that past lifetime. And I see that also your finances. You've been maybe someone who worked very hard and is currently in a good financial situation, however, due to all this work. Okay, and let us see what Archangel Michael has for us in the prayer. Pay attention to your dreams. So what I feel is that you were not always someone very spiritual. You were someone very hard worker from your past life influences, and you had a normal lifetime, very calm, very hardworking, not always the good times would mean that you had a lot of money, but you were able to breathe a little bit and you always had your support. So you had your life very organized. And more lately on this current lifetime, angels and spirit world starts to speak to you in a very specific way, maybe with dreams, through your dreams. And then you get puzzled. Then maybe that's how you start to read more about these themes, to search for more. So this card will comes to you as an advice from Archangel Michael to write down. It might be a good idea to create a dream journal, just so you can write it down after you wake up. So, dear Archangel Michael, thank you for taking me in bed tonight and help me enjoy a wonderfully restful night's sleep. Archangel Michael, I invite you into my dreams, my teacher, guide, and healer. Please allow me to understand, and you can write down a situation you wish on a spiritual level and give me guidance. So, indeed, Archangel Michael is asking you, maybe you will receive some past life connections, influences in your current problems, your current queries, and through your dreams in the night. Okay, let us see how this is playing out in your life. So, to have release, to have justice, and we do have two of there. Okay, so you do have some situations, probably something not very positive that came up to your life lately, maybe related to this situation. I would not say financially, but that made you indeed take a step back and start from scratch. This would also create your spiritual transformation. I don't know if there was someone who recently passed away, but something very triggering you to create a new start, and you need to move on from that situation. You cannot stay longer in that situation. Rest assured that justice will be coming your way. Okay? You didn't had any wrongdoings in that type of situation. Okay? What you do inside and what you think and how you feel, it is the right way, it is correct. Do not fear that. You can stand up for what you believe in, because at some points in your life you were unable or unwilling to make certain decisions because your intuition was pushing you somewhere, and then you had to go some other where, and it's okay. Okay, you can follow your intuition. There's no problems anymore. Because when you connect to your spirit, and you are indeed very guided, because your soul was present. Maybe it was even closer to, I don't know, Jesus and his apostles. Maybe you resonate a lot with that information, and I feel that you were part of it. When you see, I don't know, recreations of Christmas evening, or recreations of specific events that happen in Jesus' life, you stay very emotionally connected. It's definitely because you were living there, or some specific biblical stories that resonate with you, like the Jews' escape from Egypt, Moses' story, Noah's story, something like that. The ones you connect more are the ones that are playing this major part in your life. And it's okay sometimes just to be a little bit overwhelmed with all the information. But do rest assured that you will be given justice. You know, this is something very major from Sky. Okay, so what is coming forth for this lifetime? Okay, so indeed, inside yourself, and maybe because your soul was present in very specific times of our planet, you long for home. You know that this is not your true place, and you want just to be back in source energy and just be happy. But don't forget, you you have love. You got the love. You have the love inside yourself. So don't let others push you around and blame you for things that it's not their place to blame. Really find that space within yourself where you say, I know who I am, and this is not who you're going to make me feel like. And this, when you do that, this will bring you this amazing new journey of adventure. Might bring you some changes in your life where you just comprehend more deeply how deeply connected you are to the world and the human beings. And as I started this reading saying, and now I know for sure, you are deeply connected to the elementals, to nature, animals, spirit world. So just allow yourself to be in that place, and then you will be able to dance with your life. So to create something, not to be stagnant, when you don't allow yourself to follow your intuition, you feel like you missed on something. And when you start doing that by baby steps, then you go back on the life flow, the river flow of life, and then you feel like you can be yourself again and you can dance. Okay, so what is the crystal that will help you out with this? The crystal will be rubelite. So when you allow yourself to find your intuition, you will be filled with life again. You will know your purpose once more, and you will be filled with passion, and your enthusiasm will be also motivation for others. Motivation to work on a meaningful project that's dear to your heart. Oh God, probably because you're already maybe someone who's very settled in life. You will find a new project that you wanted to do for many years. You will remember that maybe as a child you had some crazy projects you never thought could come true. Angels are saying that it's safe for you to do that. Okay, so don't be afraid. And then what is the look at this beautiful angel just blessing you with this spiritual abundance. Thank you, angels, for blessing me with infinite abundance. So indeed, you are a very beautiful soul. So your past lifetimes is just here to bring you this awareness of what you can really do with your current life. Okay, thank you, Pile 3, for letting me read for you. And if you need a copy of these cards or just some advices on meditation with crystals and things like that, just let me know, okay? DM me on Instagram, it's StarlightUR, or here on the channel. Thank you. Bye-bye.